Rumble, this was requested, ticker symbol RUM. And also, I feel like it relates to and is pretty similar to PHUN, PHUN, as well as Digital World Acquisitions, which is DWAC, ticker symbol DWAC. And so I'm actually going to move the volume profile for these. But so all of these have basically run up a ton. And so I'm really reluctant to make videos on them because I don't want to make a video at 7:02 at the top here and then have people who watch the videos buy it, FOMO in, and then lose a bunch of money. Like, I'm not interested in that. Most of my videos, which, maybe is why they're not that popular, is they're about, I think this is the bottom. I like identifying bottoms because that's the time to add into positions and then take advantage. Like the video on laser that just came out on Luminar. Last week's video was on the bottom. This week's on how I was right in calling the bottom, and it's gone up 36%. So that's a great move. It might continue higher, but it might pull back. This, we saw down almost 5% on the day. Yesterday we saw it down more than 12%, almost 13% on the day. But if we take it from the close on last Friday, January 19th, and go up to the high, that's like a 95% move. So it's like you could look at this and be like, oh my God, I could make a lot of money. But, it's really just like FOMOing into it. So I really, this is not the kind of stuff I want to be covering on the channel unless it's like coming back to levels. Maybe there are levels to add. And with this only being $5.42, you could buy a share and have fun with it and see what happens. But, I think that this could be a really good way to lose a lot of money when you get into stuff that's really volatile like this. But some things that do stand out in the chart to me is this gap here coming down to around $5. So, if this pulls back to $5, that might be a good time to add if you want to get in on some of this volatility. But that volatility might be to the downside, so I'd caution against that. There's another gap to the downside that's right around, let's see, what's the high on that day? High is 364. So, that's another level, that we might be returning to fill that gap. But what I could see, what seems a little bit more likely, is that we get some consolidation and another rally up. But, there's just a lot of risk with something that's gone up nearly 100% in a matter of days. It could, you could lose all your money. But if we do a Fibonacci retracement, maybe that would offer some guidance from the bottom there to the top up here. We do see this level of 618 at $4.75. That's pretty similar to, the gap fill here. So maybe that is a level to maybe establish, reestablish, or average down. If you did get caught buying up here, FOMOing in, it might consolidate around these levels, around $5, a little bit higher, a little bit lower, before another rally up. So those are my thoughts with that one, with Rumble. With PHUN, this was pretty crazy. This came up during a live stream, and I think on the 16th I was doing a live stream for the entire market that day, and that ran up 530% on that day. And then I think there was they're raising capital, and that dropped. So you buy up here, and then this could be the second test of that, and maybe it's not going to hit these highs again. You do get this, what looks like this reversal signal. What we need to see is a close above this level, above 49 cents, in order to kind of like negate this topping tail. We didn't do that here, and so this is two tops. This is a double top. This one is looking pretty risky. Personally, I would stay away from PHUN, whereas with Rumble, there aren't two tops yet, so there could be another rally, just like what you saw with PHUN. But this one, could be dead. You got this big drop down here, so let's say you buy at the lows of today at 30 cents, you could be losing 73% of that if it were to return to the price that it was at just a couple weeks ago. So pretty risky. And then DWAC, this one, also like Rumble, has not had that second big rally. So I do think that there is a possibility that this could go back up to test these levels, to test really, in the 50s. And so with this gap being here, let's see, the high on the 19th was $28.05. So, that's a level that price might be going down to. That might be a place to add. However, I do want to note that this is like $28 there versus Rumble, which is like $5. So it's a little bit different. It's a little bit easier to have fun with something like this. Effectively, this is just gambling. And so with Rumble, I think it's a better chances than something like with PHUN, which has already had the double top. So I think that could be over. DWAC, it's just a higher price per share. But if you do want to play this, $28 might be a good place to average in, or to, YOLO into a position if you want. But if we do go from like the lows over here up to the highs, let's see if there's a level that stands out. The 786, or maybe, where price is at now, the 618 at like $32, $33. Or, possibly going to the 786 at $25.65. That could be, a place to establish a small position for, just having some fun. You want to be putting money into this that you're all right with losing, because it is a gamble when stuff goes up this high. But, of these, Rumble is most intriguing to me, with a price of around $5 and the possibility of it going lower. So, maybe establish half a position at $5, and then average in on the way down, creating a full position around $4. That might be something, worthwhile, but, you could also lose all of your money. So, anyways, hopefully you found my thoughts helpful. If you did, make sure you like the video, share your thoughts in the comments down below, and subscribe to the channel for more videos and streams, live coverage of tickers like this. Thanks a lot for watching.